So how can you be an empathetic listener at work? A typical sign that you are not an empathetic listener is you don't know anything about any of your colleagues or any of the people that you work with. This typically requires asking questions, understanding more about the other person, and most importantly, asking follow-up questions. So sometimes the conversation just dies because no follow-up question is asked. It might be because you don't know how to ask a follow-up question. It might be because you don't know if it's appropriate. You don't know if you are overstepping certain boundaries. And these are all problems because it limits you and it stops you from being able to connect and communicate with your colleagues or with your clients or just with people that you want to connect with in English. So what are some things that you can actually do to start being an empathetic listener? Well, the first thing is to really engage and listen to what the other person is saying. The second part is to then ask follow-up questions. So if someone tells you about their trip or they tell you about their holiday, don't be afraid to ask a question, an open-ended question like, how was that for you? Oh wow, tell me a little bit more about that experience. That sounds so cool. How did you find that? How was that for you? How did that make you feel? How was that experience? Wow, that's really cool. You're so brave. Yeah, that's not something that I could do. So here you're asking a follow-up question, you're being curious, you want to know more. And these are all perfectly normal questions that you can ask people. So don't be afraid to overstep that boundary. Don't be afraid to, it's not actually a boundary. It's a boundary that you've just created in your own mind. So being an empathetic listener requires taking back control of your own mind and showing that you are curious and wanting to engage. And of course, open up and share some things about yourself. And you never know what you might find out about someone. I hope this was useful, guys. I'll see you on the next one.